Hello farmers, welcome back to Hazzard County as the train passes on the horizon in the distance. Day 2 of fall, and yes, we are down by the cotton field. My money is down to $64,000, but I took out a little bit of a loan. I know I said I wouldn't, but technically I won't be taking out a loan because I took it out today and I will be repaying it today. So I won't have to pay any loan interest. But we do have a cotton harvester right behind us. And yeah, I went with pink. A couple reasons. One, why not? And number two, I thought, you know what? If you remember, we started this series back in October. And we were doing pink on mostly the rims and whatnot because of Breast Cancer Awareness Month. And, well, just last week it was Valentine's Day. So I said, you know, let's go with pink and white and just kind of, you know, bring us back to when we started the series back in October. And Valentine's Day, it's February. So why not pink? Pink and white. But, yeah, we're down here in our cotton field. We got to harvest our 2 cotton fields today. And we're going to sell the cotton well, I don't want to say right away, but sometime they will sell it. Hopefully the price does go on up at some point. That would be great. It's not bad. But there's not really a bad or a good time on the Hazzard County Geo to be selling cotton. So I thought, well, I really don't have any places to put the modules anyways. So why not just go ahead and just sell them outright and pay back the loan? I think my loan is like 150. I just borrowed like 150 just to give me a little extra cash to get through the day. So I don't know how much cotton we're going to get off these fields. We get what we get because I've never done cotton on these fields. But we do have 2 fields. We do have our auto loading trailer to use to pick up these cotton modules. And yeah, we just got to go up the road to see Cletus and drop him off. So he'll be happy to see us today. Maybe. I don't know if he will or won't. But he will be seeing us today at some point. Right now the cotton's going for like $2,100 per. So, yeah, I really don't know what I'm expecting to get for modules off here. I'm also hoping it doesn't take as long, but we are harvesting at a beautiful 12 miles an hour, which we do in most of our harvesters nowadays with the mods that we got going. Wait, no more space for wool at the sheep. Really? I'm going to start the episode like that? Well, you know what? I guess the sheep are just going to have to wait. Yeah, I'm not going to worry too much about the wool over there. Yeah, this is cotton and wool, kind of all the same if you kind of look at it. Usually wherever you can sell cotton, you can sell wool, so maybe it's just, you know, the wool wanted attention from the cotton. I don't know. But yeah, around the field today we go. We're starting with the lower field, the one further away from the farm, and then work our way up towards the farm to the other field. I think this field is the bigger of the 2. And yeah, this is pretty much what I'm doing today. Harvesting cotton and selling it. Then next week we just gotta harvest our hops, and then we will move on to the root crop, which is cabbage and red cabbage. The one thing I found interesting, if I remember correctly, is for the cabbage, I'll have to double check this again, maybe I shouldn't say it yet, but why, I think if I remember correctly, there's 2 different headers for the cabbage. And the only difference really in the cabbage is one is red and one's green, so you think it should use the same header. I hope it does, because that would eliminate me having to buy an extra header, but for some reason I think it's different headers I need to buy on that. And if that's the case, it's like $70,000 a piece. But I'm kind of hoping that when we sell the cotton today, I should be able to have no problem paying back the loan, and 2, maybe get enough cash to maybe buy the root crop harvester as well. Or maybe at some point today we get a great demand for fuel or canola. And whatever, soybean. Yeah, we did soybean. That's right. Soybean was the other one. Although soybean, like I said, that price usually is the best in the springtime. Canola, the best price is actually in a couple days usually. Couldn't see through that tree, but there we go. So with the header that we got on here, which is a standard header, I think this is a 6-meter wide header. It's going to take a while to kick through this field here. And like I said, then we're going to go up and harvest the other cotton field as well. How are we filling up here? So I do have the 40,000 liter capacity on this cotton harvester, so that's a good thing for us. Let's see here. So one way around the headland, I'm almost 20% full. So maybe get about 3 modules off this field. Does that seem right? Actually, probably more than that. Nah, it can't be more than that, can it? Yeah, maybe just 3. Well, one way to find out is I just got to keep harvesting around and around and around, and we'll find out in the end together. I don't want to guess this early on, because I'm usually terrible guessing that this early on. I never really know. Well, almost 2 times around and a little bit more than half full. I did go up and take care of the sheep and the wool situation just because I didn't want that flashing up it'd be like every, is it 15 minutes? Yeah, every 15 minutes. So I went up there and took care of that. I don't know why it said no room for wool, because I only had like 3 pallets in the area, and should have had plenty more for other pallets to pop in, but now there's no pallets. I should not get no sign that says no more room for pallets. But meanwhile, back down here on the field, yeah, 2 times around. So I think what I'm just going to do is go ahead and finish up this field. We'll see how many modules we get. I do have another cotton field to go, and I'll bring it back when we're headed over there, and we'll show you how many modules we got done here. But yeah, we have another field to go after this, so you're not going to miss too much harvesting. We'll harvest the other field kind of together, maybe do a time lapse as well. But this field's going to take me a while, so yeah, I think it'll just be easier if I see you when I get to the other field. And here we are in the second field. Yep, the first field took me 1 hour and 45 minutes to harvest. I got up from the computer. I'm like, I got to take a break. So I walked around for a little bit. Then I brought the case module cotton harvester back to the shop because I didn't buy it with GPS. I said, I don't need GPS. But after 1 hour and 45 minutes on the first field, I'm like, yep, for 15 grand, I'm going back to buy some GPS so I can go ahead and use it on this field here. The module that we're getting ready to drop here pretty soon will be the 4th module. So we got like 3 3/4 modules out of the first field. And like I said, this is module number 4 at 40,000 liters apiece. That's 160,000 liters. The price is actually going up on cotton at the barn, and it's the barn pretty much down by the shop. And right now the price is like $21.50 and climbing. So luckily for me, I did the bigger field first, so it shouldn't take me as long to do this one. And with GPS, maybe I can get along a little bit faster. I don't know. But we're ready to rock and roll. So there's 4 modules. I'll probably get 2 more. Maybe off this field. Like I said, this field is smaller than the other one. Not much smaller, but smaller enough to make me feel like it's not going to take me another hour and 45 minutes here. The day is getting along well. The good news is the forecast originally, and when it was the day before, there was like a 20% chance of rain in the afternoon hours, and still, I didn't check the forecast when I started recording today, but the forecast still shows some sun. So if I do see a forecast come up where it says rain in the forecast, I may slow down the time speed to 1. I've already done that when I was doing the other harvest, because when I got halfway through, I was like, wow, it's already like 1:30 in the afternoon, and I'm only halfway through this field. I want to get both these fields harvested today, so I slowed the time down to ×1. Did the weeds already? No, it's just the grass I'm seeing. I thought the weeds were already growing in. So I slowed the speed down to ×1 while doing the other field. Because like I said, that did take me almost 2 hours to harvest that field. And then when I brought the module to the repair shop back to the farm, I took like a 5-10 minute break. Got up and stretched my legs because I knew I had about another hour ahead of me to harvest this field. Do I want to sell the modules today is the question. I don't mind paying a little bit of the loan interest that we're going to have. I did double check. I have a $150,000 loan. No great demands yet today. If there's a great demand, it's probably going to be for wood chips or potatoes or something like that. So that's kind of the way it goes. Sometimes you just get great demands for things that's like, I'm not harvesting that stuff. I'm not doing that stuff. And there's other days, just as you finish a harvest, it's like, hey, that stuff you just harvested, we'll buy it. But today, so far, no luck. And I am going to sell the cotton modules probably because, like I said, there is no time of the season on this geo where the cotton is a better price, like in spring, summer, fall, winter, whatever. But like right now, the price is going up at the barn, way down at the shop, which is fine. I can just bring down 3 modules. That might give me enough cash to pay off the loan. And I did look up, and there are different headers for the root crop harvester for the red cabbage and the green cabbage. You think that would work on just the same header. since they're both cabbage. Apparently the color makes the header not work. I have no idea. Maybe an oversight? I have no idea. But anyways, I'll have to buy 2 headers. So yeah, the root crop harvester and the 2 headers is probably going to put me back like $550,000, somewhere in that general area. So with the loan, I'm looking for 700 grand, which we shouldn't have too hard of a time coming by, really. If I really need it, we know where to get it. It's not that big of a deal. But anywho, you're not going to hear me talk for another hour. I'll probably do a little bit of a time lapse in through here. Yeah, I know I'm missing a couple stalks of cotton here and there. At this point, after an hour and 45 minutes of harvesting cotton already, if I miss 1 or 2 stalks of cotton, it's going to be like, yeah, okay, it's there. Not that big of a deal at this point. You know how it is when you play Farming Simulator. When you first start off on a farm, you're looking for every grain that you can get. And after the money starts rolling in, and it's like, yeah, we're good. You miss a stalk of corn, cotton, what have you, as you go along. It's like, yeah, okay, sure. It's good. It's all good. So, no time like the present, I guess, to start the time lapse. I do have GPS kind of already set up, ready to go. I think I'll start when I get over in that corner. Maybe I'll just ramble on until we get there, and you can kind of see the area we're going in. That edge of the field over there is not quite straight, so my first pass I might be like a little bit, gathering a little bit, or wait, how's the angle of that field goal? I might start getting most of it and then have to go back and get the rest of it. You'll understand what I'm saying here in just a second. But anywho, I think with 2 headlands now, we should be good enough to go. This would be headland number 3, if you want to look at it that way. Yeah, but hopefully it won't take me an hour and 45 minutes to do this field either, because that's a lot of cotton harvesting. I originally thought maybe when I bought this module harvester, I was thinking, do I want to buy 2 and just go double team? And I thought about it long and hard, and I thought, nah, I don't really need to do that. All right, so let's go ahead and bring up... did it erase my GPS? Apparently it... No, it didn't. It's there. I see it now. It's kind of hard to see it. That's all. It's there. Showing up. That looks good. Yeah, so when I get up to the other end of the field, there'll probably be a section I've already harvested, but that's okay. But with GPS ready to go, I can kind of relax a little bit more. I should have just quit harvesting the other field when I was going along and just said, you know what, drive back to the farm and get them. Like, no, it's not going to take me too long to do this field. And I was wrong. Boy, was I wrong. Yeah, so once I get a couple passes on the GPS, we'll be ready to go. So zoom up to the other end of the field, turn around and come back. Get the rest, and hopefully before it gets dark, let's see, what day, the second day of fall? 8 o'clock, so I got like another 5 in-game hours at times 5 speed. That's 1 hour in real time. It might be dark when we just about finish up, so yeah, who knows what's going to happen in the next 5 in-game hours. Anywho, that time lapse I was talking about, now might be the time, as long as we don't drive off a cliff somewhere. Looks like our GPS is getting a little sloppy here near the end. I think it has to do with the way the hills and the angles are. We have gotten one module so far. I think we might come up just short of a second full one, but it's going to be pretty full. Pretty full. I would say probably like 35,000 liters maybe. I just checked a little while ago. I got the HUD turned off, so it just looks better in the time lapse. But yeah, I think we're going to be just shy of a second full one, which is okay, I suppose. I mean, I was guessing a second one, not a second one, but two full ones anyway, so, you know, I'm not going to be too disappointed with just coming up just short. I mean, more is always better. I didn't see what time of day it was, though. I haven't to keep track of that, but it really hasn't taken me that long. Let me just see how long I'm going along here. Just about 40 minutes on this field so far, so I was guessing an hour, but it's going to be a little bit quicker than that, which is good. It'll leave us some daylight at the end here. I don't know if I want to sell the cotton today. I guess I'll have to see how well that price has raised on the barn, which is way down at the store, which is fine if the price is good. But I may, you know me, I always like to try to hold out for a better price sometimes, and sometimes that gets you. And I don't know if it's going to get me today. Have no idea. But if we sell all the cotton modules for the prices going, we're just going to say $2,000. It is over that, but there's $2,000. Basically, the harvest today should pretty much pay for this harvester that we bought. So we're going to be pretty close back up to $300,000 in the bank account if I sold everything. I think, right? Yeah, sure. Seems about right. Somewhere in there. Or am I going to be just shy of that? No, wait. I'm doing the math all wrong, I think, here. Wait, how many modules I got? 6? Yeah, I'll have about 6 modules. 40,000, that's 240. Double that, so that's like $500,000. I got 150. Yeah, I'm right. Yeah, they pretty much pay for the cotton harvester itself. Doing these 2 fields today. Yeah, I've been harvesting cotton for a while. Give me a break on the math, all right? It's been a while. It's been over 2 hours harvesting cotton. I'm glad I got the GPS for this field. Should have got it for the first field, but you know. I'm always like that when it's like, oh, those fields aren't that big. I mean, compared to field 39 and 40, no, they're not that big. But when you only got a 6-meter wide harvester header compared to a combine header, which is 13.3 meters, yeah, okay, well, the field may be smaller, but now your header's half the width of the other one. So it is going to take you just as long. Let's turn on the HUD here and see the situation that we got going here. Well, I said about roughly, what, 35, so we're at 32. I'm not going to go around the field and try to get every little last bit that we have here. But what I am going to do is I'm going to drive on over. Let's turn the header off. The other thing I noticed, and it seems just kind of weird, I don't need GPS either anymore, is on the Pacific Northwest, it's the same modded cotton harvester. When I get done harvesting those cotton fields, that thing needs repair. This one here I just did 6 cotton modules, and I hardly got any wear and tear on it. Now, the only thing that could be is on the settings, I may have the dirt on low. And if I remember correctly, dirt is what also does the speed of repair. Let me just go ahead and double check that, because it does have me a little bit curious here. Where's dirt? No, dirt is on normal. Alright, so I don't know. The good news is, I mean, the repair is hardly anything after doing all that. So 6 modules. What time is it? So it's 6:30 at night, so that's not too bad at all. I can deal with that for sure. And I think $18,000 should be able to pay for our loan. I got a loan of $150,000. I know I said I wouldn't do a loan, then I go ahead and do a loan, then I'm going to say, well, we'll pay it off before midnight in the same day. And now I'm thinking, we'll see what the price is going for. Let's head back to the farm, give this beautiful machine a good wash, and I got to find a parking spot for it. Yeah, I'm running out of room, or I'm buying more things. If anything, I might have to put another shed over in our quote-unquote grass field that we had. I'm not going to say grass field that we have, because if I put down another shed, that grass field is pretty much just non-existent at this point. Let's go ahead and give this thing a wash. The modules, I'll just leave in the field until I know I'm going to sell them. But we're going to find out here together pretty soon what that price is. Boy, that New Holland is filthy. Yeah, the good thing, I do like this little wash station, but the problem is, yeah, it's only 2.2 meters high. That actually, I can actually lower that now. Or fold it up, I should say, not lower it. Our nice pink case module express combine. Is it really called a combine, or am I just saying combine because it's harvesting, or is it just a module, case module express? Either way, I thought about actually going purple at first on this, but that purple that Giants has, I'm not a big fan of it. I know I use the purple on our Big M usually when I paint that one up, the green and purple. I do like the combination green and purple. Don't ask me why, just my eye likes it. At home, you're probably saying, yeah, well, you're an idiot. I'm like, well, we know I'm an idiot. Because this won't fit in here, will it? I think we tried this on the Pacific Northwest. It will not fit. I think the header might be too wide. I'm already clipping somewhere, and I don't know where. Yep. She will not fit. She will not fit. Her well, I was going to say her butt, but it's not her butt. It's her front. She's front heavy. I guess I could park it in there. That shed's only being used for some weird stuff, being the trailer that we use to feed the chickens and our animal transport that we don't really use that much anymore. This is for the Big Bud, but for now I will be, well, I'm not using the Big Bud anymore either, are we? Yeah, right now I'm just scattering things everywhere. You know, when it comes time to harvest and doing these, just when I get near the end, it's like, that's good enough. Let's go to the market page. What is what? First thing, with the HUD off, there might have been a great demand and I didn't see it. Well, diesel, well, I keep saying diesel fuel. Fuel 2300. I like to see a great demand because the great demands can go over 3,000. That would be huge for us. I don't need to go that way. I need to go this way. Where is it? Well, the barn is the higher price, but this price now, the spinnery was at $21.70. Now that price is climbing. So my guess is that's going to overtake the barn. So I may have to wait until morning, see what that price is. And, yeah, so what is canola? No, that's not canola. This is canola. No great demand. Soybeans, it shouldn't be selling this time of the year. So if we go into seasons market, you can see cotton. These are the prices last year, and these are the prices previously. This year, it looks like the price of cotton is going down. Maybe because they knew I planted cotton. Yeah, that seems a little fishy, doesn't it? Soybeans. Yeah, there's the soybeans. I do not want to sell soybeans this time of the year. No. Midsummer is good for there. Canola. Yeah, the canola, the beginning of winter, that's the best time to sell that. And what else? Well, there is no spot for fuel, is there? Is there a spot for, well, it says diesel. Yeah, it doesn't really matter too much. The price is pretty much the same unless you get a great demand somewhere. So I think what I'm going to have to do is wait for those prices on the cotton to see what the max price is. I will have to sell it in order to be able to buy our root crop harvester with the 2 headers. Yeah, I will take in there. So just to show you myself, I think this mod comes with a map now for these headers. So there is your regular cabbage header for 79,000 and one for red cabbage header. You would think that's one header. Could do both, but yeah, okay, whatever. So $80,000 a piece, and then if you buy the one that it goes to, which is here, is $375,000. But I'm pretty sure when I modify it, it's going to be a little bit more than that. $15,000 for new vehicle. That was the GPS I bought like hours ago, game. But thanks for keeping us up to date. Our hops, yeah, those hops are extremely tall. I don't know if they're, I know, maybe I'll have to look online later on if I remember after I edit this video. Do hops really get that tall, man? I mean, they're almost up towards the power lines. But yeah, I think next episode probably should be harvesting the hops. We'll put one combine in one field, the class, we'll be in the class Lexion. And the CR1090 will be, one field I think is a little bit bigger than the other. I think field 96 is a bigger one. Not by much, but it is. So the worker will be in the field 96, and we'll be in field 97. It kind of sounds like the plan. Unless our root crop harvest, the cabbage, is ready before the hops are. I kind of forgot when they'll be ready. So, yeah, I said I was going to sell the cotton after we got done harvesting, but since the price is jumping up on both, I may have to wait and sell it later on. Either first thing in the morning or who knows when. Next episode, I would suppose. This episode for me has gone on long enough. I'm at pretty close to 3 hours recording this just to harvest those 2 fields. But there's our new addition to the farm, which we have after this episode. We got about 2 more episodes left to go. And then we're out of here for a while. Like I said, we might be revisiting this map later on. I know I say that every episode, but that's why we're not... Usually when I end on a map, usually what we do is we sell all the crop and bring all the money and see how much we got. But this time, no, only if there's a great demand. How are the cows doing? I haven't been keeping track of the strawberry patch. I'm sure it's out of everything, but I'm letting the cows build up the manure. It looks like a lot of manure there, but that's not enough to do our beautiful strawberry patch through the winter, I don't think. Someone left the barn door. Was I born in a barn? I left the barn doors open. That's not good. Oh, yeah, and tomorrow I'll probably have to take care of the animals as well in the morning. We might do that together, might not. Let me bring up the animal HUD. How are we doing here? So we're up to 113,000 liters of milk, 28,000 liters of manure. Yeah, 28,000 liters seems like a lot, but that's only going to fill the strawberry patch bin twice. The eggs, we're doing okay. And, of course, the sheep's wool. I could sell that, but I think the sheep's wool is going to be in the spring, right? Oh, yeah, not a good time to sell the wool at all, so that's next spring. Where are the eggs? I do have a decent amount of eggs. Looks like the beginning of winter is the best time there. Yeah, I'll hold off on to it. I'll pay the loan interest at midnight. Can't be more than what I have in the bank account, I don't think. But that's where we're going to wrap up today's episode, guys. Hopefully you did enjoy it. I do appreciate you watching as always. And I'll catch you right here next time on Hazzard County. But until then, have a good one.